Hi guys, this is a video on Windows software. This time talking about making an XP bootable CD-ROM. Now I don't think this is a permanent solution and you can run it forever, because after 24 hours it will turn itself off or something like that. So this isn't ideal for like actually using it as Windows XP, because what it's used for really is data recovery and checking for viruses and things like that. So if you've muffed up your Windows XP installed, basically you can recover your software using this, and also check for viruses if you can't access safe mode and things like that. So it's quite a useful piece of software if you can make the DVD-ROM, because that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be making a CD or a DVD. Now what you need for this is your original XP install disk, because it will take files from that and then make your operating system out of that. Now I'm going to be showing you the image once it's done. I'm going to be putting it into a virtual machine here and just showing you what it's like when it starts up. Now it won't be able to access the hard drive in this virtual machine because I need a special driver for it, which makes it run basically, and I don't have a plugin because BartPE has several plugins. We've got 537 here, and you can run several things on this BartPE. Which BartPE is pre-installation environment. Bart's pre-installation, here it says it here, pre-installed environment, just allows you to run software as a sort of a fail-safe from Windows XP, so you can take data off it. So you can see there's loads of things here that you can use for it, but I need one that will allow me to run a VMware hard disk in the environment, but I can't seem to find it, and they all seem to be old anyway, so I've sort of given up with that. And also one thing to note is if you have a SATA hard drive, which they're basically included in most new computers, you may struggle to get this running. If you have an option in your BIOS to enable IDE mode, then it will run, it should run fine. But to make sure you see if you have got a SATA drive, check your device manager. So right click my computer, click the hardware tab, and look for IDE, ATA, ATAPI, or yours might say disk drive or something like that. And I have it here, and it says serial ATA, so I've got SATA storage controllers, and I have IDE here because I've enabled IDE mode. So basically that's what you need to do to be able to run this piece of software. So you need a couple of things you need to pass. Now if you want to use, there is a Windows Vista version. If you want to try and boot Windows Vista, a live version of Windows Vista, you need to download the Windows Automated Installation Kit, and it will be under AIK Tools, I think. But it's not BartPE, it's WinPE, which is I think is a lot more difficult to use. So I think that's more into integrating your drivers into the CD, where this just runs off default drivers. So you've seen the plugins, you've seen the Windows Vista version, and this is where you download Bart's pre-installation environment. So let's start her up. I have a ISO image. Now if you don't know what an ISO image is, it's just a virtual image of a disk, a CD. So what I've done is I've taken my XP CD, I put it in the drive, and I've made an image of it as a file on my computer. And what I've then done is mounted it and put it into Drive J. This can be done through virtual machine software. I've used either Power ISO or Magic ISO Virtual CD. Now basically all this means is that it will speed up the process of making the disk, so you can watch it and you can see what it does. And when I go to run this, I'm going to be creating another ISO, so I'm not actually going to burn mine to disk. I'm going to make a CD image so we can then run it in VMware, and again it will be faster. So I'm going to run PE Builder, and you can see we've got a PE Builder box here. The source is Drive J, and as you see, that was my virtual drive here, so it doesn't have to read the actual CD-ROM drive. And I'm not going to do anything with the custom folder. Output's going to be this. I think this is where it works with its temporary files. And what you can then do is, what you'll want to do is burn it to a CD, DVD, and then you can choose your options here. You can use Starburn devices, things like that. But I'm making an ISO image so I can run it in VMware. There is a plugins button. Now this is where you add your plugins, configure them. You need to have like special things to run these, so it says like EarthenView. If I try and enable it, it says I need to have some exe files in the plugins directory and things like that. So you need to make sure you add your programs into here to enable some of these plugins and add your own. So This is mainly because you need licenses to run them and things like that, and you need to edit them to make sure you can run certain pieces of software. But we're just going to run the default for the time being. So I've got the sources drive J, which is my virtual drive. I've got the output as BART-PE. I'm creating an ISO image, and we're just going to start. So build. Directory already exists. I've tried this before, so I'm just going to say yes. I'm going to agree, and you can see that it's now. Firstly it's removing all the files I had previously, and it's now making my drive. So hopefully this shouldn't take too long. What this will do is this will run this from your, here we go, it's running very, very fast. Yours will run a little bit slower than this if it's taking files from the CD drive. And eventually it will end up on my desktop next to this original XP CD. Now you won't be able to, I don't think you can do this with Windows Vista. You could try if you want this PE builder, but I don't think it works with it because they changed the package managers or something, or it makes it harder to do this sort of thing with it. So as you can see, I'm almost halfway already. I'll just show you some of the plugins you can get while it's doing that. You can have RAM disk. Oh yeah, well when it runs itself into a RAM disk. So all your programs run from your RAM basically. Which the CD creates, so you can run your tools, so it doesn't run off your actual hard drive in case it's corrupt or something like that. And obviously you need the drivers for your hard drive if it's SATA, which I've already said. So other things, large IDE patch. I had a corrupted 250 gig hard drive after using WinPE. This should fix such errors. So it might be worth going to this plugin page first before you make these CDs to make sure everything works. So that's pretty much it. There's so many things here to do, I can't really go through explaining them all, but make sure you get enough plugins and get them all working before you do it. So this is finished copying all those files, it's now done. So it's built the ISO image, and there is my little ISO image, which is an image of a CD. Now I don't need to mount this because VMware runs straight off the ISO. So I'm just going to go to settings in my virtual machine, go into CD-ROM, use ISO image, and then do PEbuilder.iso. So when I now start this virtual machine up, I need to get into the boot menu to start from CD. I apologise if the screen recorder doesn't follow me. Oh dear. Now I've got to try and do this so I can. Oops. I've got to try and do this because the boot menu is so quick. I need to manage to get this to. Oh no! Excuse my slow react. Here we go. Boot menu, sorry about that, my slow reactions, it runs so quickly. Alright, so now we're running off the CD-ROM drive. Now you notice that it shows you setup is expecting your hardware configuration. This is because it runs a sort of, when you go to install Windows XP, it runs a sort of pre-installation environment, so it runs a little version of XP to install your drivers and things like that. So that was just doing the same thing. So here we have, it's showing the XP boot logo, and it's now loading up. Got the classic blue here. So I'm just going to show you it on first start. Obviously I can't show you it accessing my hard drive, which I think you'll have to do through DOS. You see there's a BART-PE thing here. It's asked about network support, so I suppose if you want to try and back your stuff up to your network, or I'm not sure if it can access the internet, probably not. So I haven't enabled that, and all I'm going to do, hopefully the screen recorder will follow me. There's a go button down here, similar to the start, and you can see we've got programs here. Oops. Try and get this working, shall we? Right, so programs, I've got WordPad and Calculator, disk copy, file management, which I think is like Explorer, where you can then browse your files, but obviously I can't get to my my actual disk. Startup, BART stuff test, remote desktop connection if you want to try and access another computer to try and copy your stuff across or something, and drive snapshot, which just copies your entire hard drive, I think. So you've got keyboard layout, display, storage. I think this is just for the installation environment. Command prompt if you want to run inversion, and about your system. So if I show you quickly file management utility, and you can see there it looks a lot like Explorer, where you can basically access your drive, but you'll notice my C drive isn't there because it hasn't got the driver for my VMware drive. So that's about it really. This is how to get it bootable and running it in a virtual machine. So a couple of things to check, so you might want to watch this again if you want to make sure you've got everything. This is PE Builder. If there's another program that you know of that can do this sort of thing, then let me know. If you like my videos, please comment, rate and subscribe, and thanks for watching.